Hi everybody, this is Doris Williams coming back at you with another lock tutorial repair video because I have a few locks that I'm actually repairing tonight, and I usually just don't get online and do it, but I've decided why not share some of my videos and some of the things that I've been doing. I do a lot of different things, you guys, and I don't always share everything online, but you know what? Now that the online world is available, I'm all with it now. Okay, so I just want to share. So what I'm going to do is, like I've done in my previous videos, I'm going to, this is my hair. This is the length of my hair. And I want to, whoops, I just threw that extension on the floor. Okay, now this one here looks like some of my hair. I have old locks that have broken off. I have human hair that are in the form of locks, so sometimes it's kind of hard for me to tell. I have to look at the tip. I can tell at the tip if it's come from my hair or if it's just 100% human hair. So anyway, I got a little bit of a little bit of knot here. I'm gonna go ahead and take that knot out before I start this repair because I don't like knots coming in. They don't make for good success in your repairing. I'm just gonna cut it. I don't need it. So cut it off. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and get me a little bit of more hair on that one. You don't have to, but sometimes I like to go ahead and fan it out a little bit because it really flows when you get ready to intertwine it with the lock that you want to intertwine it with. It does a lot better when the hair is kind of flared. Like I say, you really don't have to, but for me, it just locks better. Okay, so it's got a little bit of hair in there. And then both of these are both my, let's get this one out the way. Okay. All right, these are two of my lock. This is my real hair from my root, and I gotta tighten this one up. I might want to tighten it before, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead, put this one, let me put this one in. So this is the one we're working on. All right, let's just go ahead and pin this one up so I can come back to this one. We'll do two locks on this video. Okay. All right, here we go. So this one is kind of fanned here. Again, you can see this is my natural hair. And this is the length of my natural locks. So I do have a lot of extensions on some, and some of them I don't. Some of them is my hair that I have saved where they broke off, because I had like a couple of years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago, I had a really bad situation where I was dyeing my hair, got on the phone talking to somebody and left that dye on way too long, and my hair was coming out like just in gobs. I mean, oh, it was horrible, horrible, horrible. I was crying in the shower. But anyway, I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's go ahead and get these locks attached. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and go up a little bit so I have some room to go down. I usually kind of go up a little bit of ways, so I always have some room to go down with my lock. And I do sometimes like to flare it out because it intertwines a lot better. I really have a really nice, beautiful grade of hair. It's been dyed so much. Okay, let's go ahead and get in here and get this lock on here. All right, so you can see how far up I went. And I'm gonna take it and put it in that needle eye and pull it through. Okay, so now it's in there. And I'm gonna pull it down because I want it a little bit longer. So actually pulling this part down. So here we go. Now I'm gonna get in there and whoops. Oh, if these are married locks. I had some really thin locks at one time, and I decided to marry all my locks. Every lock got married. Every lock on my head got married. I had over 100 and some locks, and when I got done, I think I had like 174 locks, and then whatever half is 174, I had about that many locks left over. Okay, so to get that. Now this one, I might have a little trouble with it because I usually have way more hair in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have trouble with this one. So what we need to do is get a different lock. And I think, let's see here. You'll figure that out as you go. Okay. Let me go ahead and tighten this one up. I found me a different lock I want to put on there. This is another old lock. It needs a little work done on it, but I'll get it all worked out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and tighten this one up. Let me get in there. I'm doing side and up and down. Sideways and up and down. Here we go. So get in there like that. Get that in there. Close that needle head and turn it upside down. It can be a little painful at times, but it's all worth it when your hair is nice and tight. And that's a zigzag. Oh, I had to hold my head up because I was getting a crook in my neck. Okay, so now that's nice and tight. Okay, now I don't need to pull the new, the attached hair. I don't need to pull it through because it's already tight now. So I went ahead and grabbed me another piece of a lock. I needed one with a little bit more end on it. Because these ends, these flat, thin ends, they're going to be the best that works for you. When you have ends that are wide, like this, it's going to be bulky. The hair, your lock is going to look bulky. So you really kind of need to thin it out some before, like this one here is an old lock that came apart. And I left it apart because, you know, I have so much hair, I didn't really need it. But I want to put this one back on, you know, and I'll have a couple longer pieces, longer locks than some of the other ones. So you measure how long you want the lock to be, and then you determine where you want it before you start attaching it. So I want it a little bit longer than the other ones. Just odd. Yeah, I'm getting in tune with my odd self. So, anywho, so it's probably going to be a little bit longer than the rest of them. I came down just a little bit. Let me show you how far down I came. Okay. And then I'm going to come kind of far up, you know, on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and attach it. Get that in there, get that hair in there, pull it through. Might need a little help, kind of come upward. It's better to come upward, and I find myself pulling the needle this way. But if you actually pull it up, it'll be a lot easier. But I don't always take my own advice, so try it out, see if it works for you. Okay, so now I'm gonna wrap that one time, and now we're finna get in there. Pull that needle through, wrap it around the needle, close it, pull it through. So it goes a lot better when you angle that needle. I just don't always angle. But it definitely makes it easier. And if you get in a tight spot, just work it out. See, a lot better when you angle. When I do this, sometimes it gets caught in there. always does better when I come up at an angle. If I just keep doing that angle thing, it I won't maybe not have as much trouble. See, this is a married lock, so I have to try to grab not just the I don't want to go just between the two married locks because otherwise it is going to come apart. So I got to get in the nitty gritty of a lock for it to have the support that it needs. Okay, so I got just a little piece hanging. I knew that wasn't going to work. And there we go. So now, you see, nice and thin. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get this bottom. And it's better that it's flared out like that because it definitely goes in a lot better. Okay. And you don't even need to twist it around your hair. Just get in there. Put that in there. Pull it through. Like that. Okay, so I'm gonna need a little piece of hair to give me, because this was a fat end, I'm gonna need another little piece of hair to wrap around it so it don't hang out. I could have gone back up with it. See right there, it's gonna be like a little area that needs some support. Okay, all right, so it's in there, but I feel it needs some support, so I'm gonna take, what I usually do is find me a thin piece of hair. Doesn't have to be that much, just enough to wrap around your hair, okay? So I want to support right in this area where, you see that? That's my hair, and this is the extension. And you can see this is an old extension because of the color, different colors in there. I've dyed my hair multiple times, and these are just some old locks that I always keep my locks when they break. Okay, so I'm going to wrap that around that area to kind of tie that little. Okay, and now I'm going to use my crochet needle to lock that wrap around. I need to pull up, I keep forgetting. So now this lock is really supported, and that little loose area, or a little weak, I call it weak area, is no longer there. And that little piece we wrapped around is not going to ever come off because you've just interlocked it with the lock itself. So it'll never come off unless you take it off. You can swim, you can get in the ocean with it, it's not coming off. Okay, let's put a little Let's Dread on here. And palm roll it. Okay, so now we have a nice long lock. Can't tell where you interlocked it. There's no way you can tell. Let's see. All different lengths. They're not all the same length. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do the next one on the next video. I think I'd rather kind of keep these 15 to 20 minutes on these lock repairs, because some people just don't like those 30, 40-minute videos. So we'll get the next lock, which is this one here, on the next video. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate everybody that's stopping by to check out my lock tutorials. Bye-bye. See you on the next video.